Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Hello, this is Julian Breeding of Bellingham Ford with some very exciting news. We have just expanded our service hours to cover all of your service needs. We are now open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. 6 days a week. That's right, Monday through Saturday for all of your service needs. No appointment necessary for oil change, brakes, or battery replacement. And remember, we have a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty on all of the work performed at Bellingham Ford. To make life easier, visit BellinghamFord.com and use our new online scheduler to book your appointment. We look forward to servicing you soon.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. And once again, man, we have teamed up with the Washington State Council of Firefighters and Operation Warm to put new coats on kids that need them this season, and this is more important probably than ever in 2020. We cannot have kids getting sick because they don't have the right coats. All it takes is a $20 donation, man. That puts a brand new coat on a Washington State child in need. But whatever you got, any donation will help. Please make that happen. We got to keep these kids warm. Our goal is to raise $35,000. That'll get about over 1,700 coats on kids.
And shout out to the Rockaholics. In just one day, we already raised over $1,000, which is a great start.
Yeah.
People like Michael Coker, $100 donation.
Thank you, Michael.
Somebody anonymously donated $500.
Thank you, Annie.
That's right. And shout out to the 69 crew member. I think the first of the bunch, David LeBlanc.
Nice.
Welcome to the 69 Club.
Nice.
Thanks to Tom as well and Christian, all donating money to help out these kids that need coats.
Do what you can. Any little bit helps. And if you can share on your socials, some of your friends could help out too. Again, man, we want to get coats on these kids that need them this holiday season. You want more info about coats for kids? You want to make a donation? Go to KISW.com today.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah! So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs. And it's time to turn down for tequila.
Charge out for what?
Yeah, I'm thinking a lot of us are probably going to have a little bit of that today.
You think? You know, maybe do lift up them spirits. Have some spirits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Get those. Get yourself maybe a nice taquito or taco or tamale or really anything kind of that goes along with that tequila.
Yeah. You can also get non-alcoholic tequila, I just learned.
What?
Why would you want that?
Because some people like margaritas and they want that taste in there.
All right.
I don't think you want to do shots or not, but some company called Ritual. I did not notice until one of my friends posted, because they do whiskey as well, because they don't drink, so they have posted the bottle, and it's like, interesting. It's called the whiskey alternative or the tequila alternative.
That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
I like that for anybody.
Well, yeah, that means you can have a morning margarita while you work from home, and you don't have to worry about getting boozed up.
Boom. It's naturally non-alcoholic.
Wow.
Well, if it's natural,
Look
I'm
at
in.
that bad boy right there.
Oh, it's natural. I'm in.
Yeah.
Au natural. Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Chris in Auburn. Chris, are you there?
I'm here.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye. For those playing at home, Chris will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Chris, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What was the name of the place where George Washington's troops encamped in the winter of 1777?
Oh, my God. Pass.
The Candy Goobers are chocolate-covered what?
Peanuts.
Yes. President Jimmy Carter was a member of which branch of the U.S. military?
Air Force.
No.
Army.
No.
Navy.
Yes. How many Infinity Stones make up the Infinity Gauntlet?
5.
No.
6.
Yes. Who directed and starred in the 90s film Sling Blade?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yes. The Blue Jays are a professional baseball team from what city?
Toronto.
Yes. What alcohol is used to make a Bloody Mary cocktail?
Beer.
No.
Vodka.
Yes. What sank the Titanic?
Iceberg.
Yes. In 1908, what 3 letters became recognized as the universal distress signal?
SOS.
Yes. What is the maximum number of clubs a golfer may use in a round?
18.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct.
Oh, all right.
That's a pretty good score there.
Be a close one, I think.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's better than not bad.
I got a 10 last time, so hopefully the 8 holds out.
Oh, man. So that was kind of a decline then on your older score.
Well, you asked some of them. Some of them tough questions.
Yeah, some of these are toughies. Steve?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What was the name of the place where George Washington's troops encamped in the winter of 1777?
The KOA.
No.
Oh. I don't know, Leavenworth.
No.
That'd be nice. George's Bed and Breakfast.
No. The Candy Goobers are chocolate-covered what?
Goobers. Peanuts.
Yes. President Jimmy Carter was a member of what branch of the U.S. military?
The Navy.
Yes. How many Infinity Stones make up the Infinity Gauntlet?
10.
No.
5.
No.
6.
Yes. Who directed and starred in the 90s film Sling Blade?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yep. Damn. The Blue Jays are a professional
Toronto.
baseball. Yes. What alcohol is used in a Bloody Mary cocktail?
Vodka.
Yes.
Yes.
What sank the Titanic?
That would be Danny.
No.
Iceberg.
Yes. In 1908, what 3 letters became recognized as the universal distress signal?
SOS.
Yes. What is the maximum number of clubs a golfer may use in a round?
2.
No.
3.
No.
4.
No.
1.
2. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is a tie.
Yeah, dang it. You had the same problems he had, I believe.
Yep.
Nice
I
game,
think we
Chris.
missed the same questions, yeah.
Exactly.
We must share the same brain.
That's what it is. Well, nice try, Chris. You keep trying, buddy, because I feel like I get songs if you call.
Yeah. Well, I mean, before.
Best chance I can get.
Yeah, before he had a perfect 10, so we dropped a little bit this time. And, well, you tied him on that. Does anybody know the place where General Washington's troops encamped in the winter of 1777?
I know it when you say it, but I can't remember.
Valley Forge.
That's Valley Forge. Yeah, I
still don't know it.
I knew it. I just couldn't think of it.
And does there's no golfers in here, but
No,
the
I'd
maximum
be
number of clubs?
I would just be guessing at this point.
Chris was kind of close
5?
when he said 18. It's 14.
14.
Yeah, so you get all your irons, your woods, and then like a putter and a wedge.
Oh, wait, 14 for the entire thing.
For
of
the
golf.
round, yes, the entire round of golf.
Are there 8? I don't know.
18
golf.
holes usually in a round.
I was thinking one hole was one round. That was my problem.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm really surprised. You're such a golfer. You should. You don't know these things.
Mini putt.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why you would only use one.
Yes, this is clear why I did not get it right.
Well, congrats on your tie.
Yeah, I think they allow you 5 at the putt-putter mini golf because
I only get 1.
because you get to throw 4 of them when you're pissed off because you don't get in the clown's mouth.
Seems fair.
And then they go, that's it, sir. 5th one's the last one. You're not going to get another club. All right, so according to this recent poll, 21% of you fine people have lied about seeing classic holiday movies. I was one of those people for the longest time because I felt so much shame having not seen A Christmas Story.
Have you ever gotten around to watching it yet?
Oh, I'm on board with it. I've seen it a couple times now,
Good.
but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, probably 15 years ago when you guys started yakking about it a lot, and I'm like, I always thought it was a different movie because there was another Walton's movie called Christmas Story, which is a whole different thing than the one with Ralphie.
I don't even know that one.
And so when I realized, I don't even know what this is, I completely missed it. I never had my kids watch it because I didn't know about it. And so my kids, for the most part, if they've seen A Christmas Story, it's not because of me.
No, they're both shaking their heads no.
Yeah.
Oh, get on it, man. You guys are missing out on a great film. It's a classic.
I don't know how I missed it.
Here I am shaming them. This is the problem with
That's the
America.
problem. Yeah, see, this is why
You know
everyone's
what?
lying.
You guys do whatever makes you happy. If you don't want to see it, you don't have to see it. but you're idiots if you don't watch it.
Yeah. Well, we are very tribal, so we don't want to be alienated. We don't want to be embarrassed. And so we just nod and go with the flow. At least, the 20% of us that are lying.
I feel like that's such a weird mentality to have. I never said, I was going to hang out with Danny, but I heard he didn't watch the Christmas Story. And, I don't want to be friends with this guy. That's such a weird, I'm worried that my friends won't like me if I didn't see a movie that they've all seen.
Sometimes you just don't want to hear them berate you, because I've had friends that are older, and so they're like, oh my God, you haven't seen this movie? I'm like, well, I wasn't alive yet.
When have we ever done that to you about Star Wars?
Right. About any kind of
You haven't seen
movie.
Star Wars?
I have seen Star Wars.
Well, there was a time where you hadn't.
I hadn't seen all of them. I'd only seen 3 of them.
Yeah, so she really wasn't up on it, but we were relentless. I mean, I can't blame Vicky for going, I'm just going to lie.
Yeah. See, I've just gotten to the point of knowing that I'm going to get made fun of for everything in my life. So at that point, I just embrace it. And I kind of put it out there that I haven't seen a lot of movies that you guys love.
Oh, I get excited when my friends are talking about a movie I have not seen, because I'm like, I'm about to drop a bomb on them.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's going to just change the entire conversation from sharing your favorite quotes to now getting mad at me because I haven't seen, when my friends talked about Top Gun, oh man, it was always the best. I've never seen it. And they're like, you never seen Top Gun.
I've never seen Top Gun either. I was never interested. I wasn't a Tom Cruise fan, and I'm not I don't like Air Force type stuff, whatever, the planes or whatever they're doing.
I'm not an old school Tom. I mean, I like a couple of Tom Cruise films, like Risky Business was pretty fun, but I'm never going to see it again. But I'm more of a Mission Impossible Tom Cruise fan, or A Day and Night. That's a great film.
Okay, let's not talk about that. But I'm with you on Tom Cruise. I started following his career after Mission Impossible, and I've loved a lot of stuff he's done since then. But the early Tom Cruise stuff, I didn't care about.
But dude, people get really pissed if you have not seen Top Gun.
Yes.
I've seen the volleyball scene where they're all looking at each other lovingly and stuff. I don't need to see anything else.
That's all you need.
Right? I know Goose. I know Maverick.
Yeah, but you don't really. I mean, you know the names.
Do you know Iceman?
Isn't he the one that goes...
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, you know more about it than I do.
Yeah, YouTube's giving me enough information. I'm fine.
And I know they're doing a sequel or something, or a reboot or
Maverick.
something.
And I kind of want to see that one just to troll my friends even more.
See, you'll probably see that, like it, and go back and watch Top Gun. Just like you did with Breaking Bad.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of people don't want to be forced to watch a movie, so that's why they say they've done it, just so they don't have to have someone go, you need to watch this, like you guys did to me with that radio movie you made me watch.
What radio movie?
Airheads, yeah. Which I was like, oh, God,
you didn't like Airheads?
It's all right. I mean, it's dated. It's totally dated.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
You're dated.
Well, I can't. I'm carbon dated, so you're absolutely right about that. I got people now that just count rings.
Yeah, Airheads, I feel like every American should have seen.
Yeah, and that's the problem, is really you don't need to have seen that. You really, at the time, there are movies that at the time, yes, amazing movies to see, but they don't age well.
Well, speaking of Christmas, that's for me. I haven't seen any of the old ones, like Miracle on 34th Street, White, or any of those ones. I've never seen.
Oh, the Bing Crosby White Christmas.
Yeah, no.
It's when you get to the stage of your life where these are old enough that you feel like you're learning about history, like you're seeing a snapshot of Americana from a time that was not when you were alive, and you almost can't believe people existed this way, or at least these were the kind of movies that they liked. That's where it's fascinating to me. But I'm with you, Danny. I hadn't watched a lot of those, and then finally I got to a point in my life, I go, well, let me see what these are like. And I'm just fascinated by the fact that this was popular. I'm like, wow, this is how people were. It's just like, whoa, this is so nuts.
Have you seen March of the Wonders?
No.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't even know that one.
I think it's also called Babes in Toyland.
Oh, yes, I've seen that one.
I have seen that one.
Okay.
The Disney one? I've seen a Disney one.
It's a Laurel and Hardy musical.
Oh, no, Laurel and Hardy. Do you guys even know who he is?
1934.
Oh, I was thinking of the 61 one.
I know Laurel and Hardy because they mentioned it on Archer, and I had to Google it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, that's a Disney version. Interesting.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen the Disney version.
See, I always knew it as March of the Wooden Soldiers, and then somebody told me it used to be called Babes in Toyland. They changed the name for where it was released. Yeah. So in America, it became it became March of the Wooden Soldiers.
So you take a look at some of those, like Laurel and Hardy, all that stuff. That's Three Stooges era.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, that's why the Three Stooges were so ahead of their time, because we didn't want anything to do with that Laurel and Hardy. Like my generation, when we were teens and early 20s, we didn't want Laurel and Hardy. A lot of us didn't even watch Abbott. We didn't even want Abbott and Costello at that point, or Marx Brothers. We were all into the Three Stooges, even though they were all contemporaries for the most part. It just goes to show you that, the Three Stooges are considered losers the whole time, during the same time that the Marx Brothers and Laurel Hardy, all those guys are doing their thing. And
they were like the punk rock version of them.
Yeah, they were the also-rans. They were like the B's or C-level talent. Yeah. And then they turned out to be big stars in my generation. So Laurel and Hardy, I mean that it's hard to believe people like these were the greatest guys ever, because they were an incredible team. Laurel and Hardy, the Abbott and Costellos, they were the Marx Brothers. They were amazing for people, but I looked at them and I was like, I don't see what's funny about any of this.
I remember March of the Wooden Soldiers had like the creepy pigs in it and stuff.
Oh wow. Oh yeah,
they're like pigs in overalls, man. There's so much of that movie. Like looking back on, I'm shocked that I wasn't traumatized by that.
I'm gonna have to watch that. Is that a Christmas movie?
Yeah,
it's called Babes in Toyland.
Yeah, it's also called March of the Wooden Soldiers. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, you can literally watch it on YouTube. I'll send you the link if you want to.
Yeah, because my wife and I are looking for something to do. So sometimes we like to watch an old movie just to get nostalgic.
Well, this is an old movie.
Does a little Bo Peep in it?
Does it have? It's got sound?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they speak. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The whole thing, I haven't watched it in forever, but as a kid, I used to just love it, and I don't know why.
Oh, so they colorized it looks like, too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I found the original black and white. It's really fuzzy, so
yeah,
I don't know if you want to watch this one.
I want to watch the colorized version.
Yeah, this one's really bad, actually. It's like out of focus and everything.
I love it. At some point, it's like a creepy cat in the film, and if you look close enough, you can see the zipper of the cat costume that the person is.
Oh, so they really cleaned up this, because they never expected people to watch it this high def.
Those pigs are horrifying. I thought you meant like actual like little pigs in overalls, which I thought would be adorable. That is terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
No, the whole movie is just weird.
Yeah.
But, it had a great... I only watched it because I always loved when the wooden soldiers would start marching. I was like, this is the moment.
Well, and this was released, you said 34, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
So it's 5 years before Wizard of Oz. So you remember how creepy those flying monkeys were.
Yeah, it's a very creepy looking film when you see some of the highlights of this movie.
Damn.
But as a kid, it was always on television. It's kind of like how it is now with A Christmas Story. Like one channel, there's the pig. The pig is so freaky,
terrifying, man.
But this would just be on like every channel you turned on. Like at some point every day around Christmas time, March of the Wooden Soldiers was on.
Now, Vicky, are you watching that on YouTube?
It's Tubi, TubiTV.com. It has the whole movie free. Like I just clicked on it and it just started playing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's in color.
Would you give me a link to that? Because,
Yeah, if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Well, my wife and I are always looking for some stuff. Because we watched White Christmas one year, and I think that was the one that had George Clooney's aunt, Rosemary Clooney, was in it. That was weird to see that. This is George Clooney's aunt.
Does she look like him?
A little bit.
Ooh.
A little bit. Not a whole lot,
okay.
but, a little bit. You could, in the eyes, I was noticing. But, she was a big star, Rosemary Clooney. So talk about the fact that there's where George Clooney comes from.
Vicky's still watching it. There's like borderline horror scenes in this movie.
Yeah, dude, they tie up the pigs and stuff,
and then children are being kidnapped.
Whoa. Maybe it was meant to be a Halloween movie.
I don't understand.
Is this like a Three Little Pigs thing? Is that?
Yeah, and Little Bo Peep's in it as well. It's like a total acid trip.
Wow, this is an acid trip. Wow, I don't know if my wife's going to.
Well, at least now I know how to watch it.
Yeah,
I mean these pigs are wearing muumuus.
I got to say though, for special effects or at least if I say costuming, they did a great job.
You think there's a little people in there?
Absolutely,
exactly.
No, those are little people.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you think it's the same little people that were in Wizard of Oz?
I wouldn't be surprised.
They got a union, they had a union, so probably.
Did they have a Little People Union?
Yeah, the Lollipop Guild. I'm not even kidding.
Oh wait, that's a real thing.
That was a thing.
They had to be after the Wizard of Oz because they were the Lollipop, or did they use that name because they were already a union?
Like, we'll do this, but we want to use our union name.
And they were singing about a union in the real Wizard of, and that's so wild.
There's the wooden soldiers getting ready to march there, BJ.
Oh, there they are.
Someone says, gee, Steve, these pigs are nightmare fuel. Yeah.
Oh, those soldiers. Look at that stop motion animation. Okay. Oh, wow. That is freaky.
And they're just coming to wreck house.
Okay. That is weird.
Merry Christmas.
Wow. That probably, as I look at the special effects and everything, I bet that cost them some cash to make that movie.
Oh, probably, and took some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got a study that has found that you should be playing video games for 4 hours a day.
Nice.
You should be, is what the study says.
Yes.
I'll tell you why. It's 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Hello, this is Julian Breeding at Bellingham Ford with some very exciting news. We have just expanded our service hours to cover all of your service needs. We are now open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. 6 days a week. That's right, Monday through Saturday for all of your service needs. No appointment necessary for oil change, brakes, or battery replacement. And remember, we have a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty on all of the work performed at Bellingham Ford. To make life easier, visit BellinghamFord.com and use our new online scheduler to book your appointment. We look forward to servicing you soon.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You find yourselves trying to get your Craig Mack on and put some brand new flavor in your ear? Well, funny you should mention that because we have a brand new show that you should check out. It is called Pod Sauce. It is your podcast discovery show.
Everyone's always looking for a podcast recommendation. We got lots of them for you, from true crime to pop culture. And you can join us each week as we dish on all of our favorite podcasts out there. So make sure you download the Odyssey app and search Pod Sauce, or head on over to podsauce.com.
We got you covered, guys.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. According to a new study out of Oxford University, playing video games can be good for your mental health.
Nice.
A lot of people are going to be doing that. I think that...
Was this study done by the PS5?
Yeah. I think Xbox and PS5 are brilliant because as we're going into what we're going into for this winter and basically the new stuff, at least in our state, you got to do something about your mental health. And playing video games, if you're finding out that can be done. Now, it's not just those guys, because one of the games they talked about is not a game that's on either one of those platforms.
GameCube.
And that's
the GameCube.
Still the best version of Metroid.
Yeah, you got to update yourself a little bit there, buddy.
Nope.
Animal Crossing, Vicky, Rev, is that just on the Switch?
Yes. Yeah, it's on the Switch. My wife has it, and she loves playing it.
Well, that's what they tested. The researchers specifically focused their research on Animal Crossing by Nintendo, and they found out that, or I should say for you, Nintendo, and they found out if you play 4 hours a day of Animal Crossing, you're a much happier human being. So if you're playing Red Dead Redemption or if you're playing the new Call of Duty, I'm not too sure that is what they would call 4 hours of making, well,
because those are a little bit darker. I can imagine like those games that kind of at times maybe leave you disappointed. I'm looking at Animal Crossing. I've never played the game, but it just looks like pure joy.
Well, Rev and I...
Like everything is all happy and fun and colorful.
It pretty much is, yeah.
Rev and I, though, the thing that I think that would be important to us is all right, how frustrating is the game? Because after 4 hours of playing any game that we really love, Rev, you and I both know, you're going to throw your controller at the screen when you can't get by a certain place.
Yeah, but for me, that's actually what helps me.
So
like
you're
really? Oh, well, yeah, my wife doesn't like it, but I actually feel more relaxed after basically screaming and yelling
after a meltdown?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's times where I'm swearing because it's a very, very hard thing to get through. And she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm fine.
I'm doing just great.
I'm fine.
Well, we know that, I forget what they call those places, smash rooms or smash places.
Yeah.
So we know that it's really good to just be able to scream, yell, break
Tubbs was
stuff.
a smash room, wasn't it? That old
That's a different kind of smash
hot
room.
tub place in the U District, no?
But it is
Danny,
interesting.
there was once a hot tub place in the U District.
You missed it,
You
Danny.
could rent out a hot tub to hang out in.
That sounds amazing.
Per hour.
Yeah. I mean, if
Let's
you
just say that's where people went to go, they brought some maybe fine ladies there.
Yeah. We would call it the aquatic hoe house.
That was the rumor, and I don't know if chlorine kills everything.
No, those are people stew in that land.
So you don't want to go in it. Gotcha.
Right. It was very popular, though, at one point.
Yeah. And then
BJ went all the time.
Well, of course. That's how I got,
you went to that Indian place, Cedars.
I went to Cedars and I went to Tubbs.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great combo. Nothing like having a lot of spicy food that goes in a hot tub.
Yeah, right.
I remember when I first moved out here, I was just like, man, I want to go check that place out. And my buddy's like, you do not want to check that place out. I was like, well, I like going into a hot tub. He's like, it's not. No, just don't.
And then they had to tell you why.
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to go into a petri dish of fun, sure. Yeah. So there you go. Animal Crossing, apparently. Has anybody played Animal Crossing? Do you get frustrated at all in that game?
Not really.
It doesn't sound like it from the article I'm reading. It's like, there's an article about how 11 million people are playing Animal Crossing right now, and it's uniting people because of the world being in isolation. And the whole game is meant to be about sharing.
Yeah. Now, I feel like, I don't know what the demographic is for this game, but it seemed like everybody that I heard talking about it and saw talking about it on Facebook and whatever seemed to be female.
Dude, one person, she wrote, I just tweeted, I guess you sell turnips in Animal Crossing. She said, I tweeted my turnip prices, and Elijah Wood, the celebrity, just came in onto my island and hung out. This is the best day of quarantine yet. And there's Elijah Wood, there's a direct message from him to her saying, I would love your dodo code to sell those turnips. I do not know what I just said.
I know. It's so funny hearing you say these things knowing you have no idea what's going on.
And there's a screenshot of Elijah going, your island is beautiful.
Dude. Is he actually him or his character?
Yeah, El Wood.
Oh, there he is. Isn't that, I mean, it's kind of weird, but that people were so excited that celebrities, avatars were showing up, if you will. I guess the best way to put it would be showing up on their island. I remember people were excited, like, you'll never guess who came to my island. And I'm like, what? And then, I mean, I guess it is cool. It's like if I get a retweet from somebody, that's cool.
Well, dude, then you should go on to like people's Animal Crossings and just complain about things. This island is too warm.
Yeah, I could do that.
Can you lower the temperature on this island?
Yeah, come on.
Just things that don't have anything to do with it.
Right.
Yeah.
The sun's in my eyes.
Yeah, what's wrong with this? Why didn't you build a shade tree? What's wrong with you people?
Do you have a hot tub I can borrow?
Yeah.
Ew.
I need that.
So it says Danny Trejo plays the game. He invites people to come play with him.
Wow.
He continues to be the most awesome human being.
Yeah, it really is. I can't get past the graphics.
Too cartoony?
Yeah, it's just like I don't.
Yeah, it's childish. It's fun. It's nice.
I don't like that kind of stuff.
For me, there's always been two kind of people. There's the Nintendo people, or there's the like Xbox, PlayStation people. And like my ex-wife was a complete. She never got into PlayStation at all, Xbox, but any Nintendo thing that came out, she was 100% invested for.
It's more fun
ever. And I was like, I can't get into it. For the same reason.
Yeah, I'm an old school console gamer, PC gamer. I just can't get into the, Mario was about the cutest I really ever wanted to engage. And even then I was like, too much of even the Mario. I was done.
Oh, someone says that my Animal Crossing always pissed my wife off until she quit because her island was not perfect. It stressed her out too much.
Oh, okay. So there is that.
And so it says I'm a male hardcore gamer, and Animal Crossing is truly a relaxing, chill game.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, if it works for you, according to the study, it does work. I mean, it says 4 hours a day of Animal Crossing actually made people a lot better. So, look, anything to help during this time, anything that will soothe you.
Now, it's the lukewarm topic of the day.
Anything to keep you sane, Steve. I've already set myself up to keep myself sane for this month coming because today's been a tough day for me because I've had to make some adjustments because of
you need your egg bites.
Well, that was the minor one. That's the one I'm crying about. But, so I need something to keep me sane. And this study says playing video games can be good for your mental health. So I would like to hear from you. What is the one thing that you do to help keep you sane? Because as you know, we got more restrictions, and so you're going to need to be kept sane. So what's your thing? What's the one thing that you do that keeps you sane? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Your calls, your texts after 3 Doors Down on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. All right, man. New study says that playing video games, most specifically Animal Crossing, that's the one they tested. They say you play that for 4 hours a day, you should be in good shape. Good for your mental health. So what is it that you do? The one thing that you do that keeps you sane? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Neil in Tacoma. Neil, you are on The Rock.
Good morning, BJ. How are you guys doing today?
Good, thank you. Neil, what you got for us, buddy?
Facebook differences. It's where they pop up two pictures, and you got to find the difference between the two pictures. Very minute, tiny little differences.
I get a kick out of those things where it's like, here's the two pictures, and you have to try and figure out that there's 5 things that don't match. And I always get 4 of them, and then I just get pissed off and
I used to do that on the Sunday morning cartoons used to have that.
Those things were cool, man.
Yeah, or I should say comics. The comics I would read in the papers. Oh, so where do you get this now?
On Facebook, he says.
It's on Facebook, BJ. It's all differences in our game app.
I don't think I've seen that. Of everything that Facebook shows me, I don't think it's ever shown me that.
But the higher levels you get, the harder it gets. So I'm only on level 61, and I can't get past that.
Okay, Facebook differences. That's what it's called.
Yep.
All right, thanks, man. And that keeps
Jimmy Norton says hi.
Oh, all right, Jimmy Norton. I haven't heard from Norton in a while. Hope he's doing good. That's nice. 206-421-ROCK, Texas at 77999. Let's go to CJ in University Place. CJ, you are on the Rock.
BJ Shea.
Okay.
Morning.
What's up, buddy?
Good morning.
What you got?
I spend time in my workshop. I'm a general contractor during the day, and then I just spend time in my wood shop custom building cutting boards, epoxy charcuterie boards, and custom orders.
Oh, really? So are you getting ready for Christmas, basically? You're going to just pop off a lot of these to people?
Yeah, I've got right now pending orders for about 20 of the combination.
Well, so you're actually getting orders from people like they want you to make stuff.
Yes, I posted a cutting board I just finished the other night on social media and got orders for 8 boards by the next morning.
CJ, are you married or in a relationship?
I'm married.
How's your wife feel about all these other people wanting your wood?
Wow.
Sorry.
Boy, oh boy, did somebody climb a big tree for that one. Hey, good joke, though.
As long as I'm handing her the money, she's okay with it.
Yeah.
That's right. If you can make money
like a true stripper.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. You know what?
Dude, those things I love. One of my buddies does that as well. Makes like the cutting boards, and they just look awesome.
Yeah. Wow.
You get a pretty penny for them.
Yeah, CJ, you mind telling us what you charge? Who knows? Maybe we'll get you some extra biz.
Well, for a cutting board, multiple woods, it's about $75, and then the charcuterie board with the resin epoxy, it varies on the wood species, but anywhere from about 90 to 200.
Damn. All right. So could you?
There's other options I can throw in there on those.
How long did it take until you were finally able to pronounce that word properly? Because I'm afraid to even try.
You should try.
What, the charcuterie board?
Yeah, charcuterie. You can do it. Come on, Steve, you can do it.
Come on, Steve, you can do it. You can do it, Steve.
Just call it the charcuterie board.
Danny, can you do it?
Charcuterie.
Damn it, Danny. Come on, Danny. You're supposed to be just as bad as me.
No, he's not.
I love cheese and meat.
Yeah. If it had the word first in it, then it would be a problem.
That's true.
Yeah.
Charcuterie? What? Charcuterie.
There you go. You did it.
Okay.
All right.
Don't try it. Don't try to say it, and you can say it.
I have a better chance at spelling it than saying it.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. 206-421-ROCK, text us.
No, don't. I just tried to spell it and did not go out right.
206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. Let's go to get Ken in Tacoma. Ken, you're on the Rock.
Hey, folks.
Hey,
have
Ken.
a good day. So this weekend, I heard that I could modify my Nintendo Mini Classic and Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Turns out with a little YouTube tutorial, it's very easy, and now I have over 1,500 classic games on my little mini.
So when you say modify it, in other words, you make it so that it can have all those games available on demand to you, pretty much?
Yeah, exactly. So you just it comes with a USB cord. You just plug that into your computer, run a program that they recommend, and I have all 814 original Nintendo games.
Whoa!
Nice. Do you have Blades of Steel?
Yes.
Damn right I do.
Yeah.
Such a great hockey game.
It really was.
And you don't find that it's dated? Like you're going back to nostalgia? Because I thought like, would I want to go back and play some of the old PC games that I loved back in the day? But I feel like from the graphics just make it tough.
I think that's part of the fun is like the nostalgia of it all.
Absolutely, yeah. Put it on a small TV, go to the Goodwill, get an old tube TV,
wow.
So that you're not as worried about it. Although even on the LCD, it's fine. But it's like putting on an old warm coat that you forgot about. It's wonderful.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at Blades of Steel right now. Steve is showing me the video. That's right. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, dude. That's like what? Like that's not. Was that 16-bit or is that 18?
That's 8-bit.
8-bit. That's 8-bit at its best.
But it literally was. It was one of the best sports games that they made for the Nintendo.
Oh, and it's so bizarre. I mean, the guy is just flickering to show you that he's the guy you're controlling. Yeah. But it is such it looks so antiquated to me.
What was the hockey game that Nintendo had where you had the choice of either being 3 skinny hockey players or 3 fat hockey players? You could either be speed or you could be just power.
Oh, that I don't know.
Oh man, I can't remember it now.
I wasn't.
It might have just been called NES hockey.
Yeah. It was something like that. Yeah,
wasn't as big of a hockey guy as you, so I knew the baseball stuff.
The baseball.
Literally it's just ice hockey. I think.
Yeah. All right, there you go, Steve. You'd be the heavy team.
Oh, I always went with the heavy team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted to beat someone's ass.
206-421-ROCK, Texas at 77999. According to this new study, playing video games can be good for your mental health, at least some of them anyway. Let's get, we want to know your one thing that keeps you sane. Tom in Auburn, you are on the Rock.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tom. How about you? What keeps you sane, buddy?
I'm actually an avid comic book and football trading card collector.
How are you doing that in the COVID world? Are you doing it basically online these days?
A little bit of both. So my comic book shop still stays open. He just puts restrictions on who can come into the store at how many given time at a certain time. How many
That's
have?
doing, yeah.
And he's got great prices. I mean, honestly, I can't knock his pricing on his comic books. But trading cards, I mostly do online. But I know a friend of mine, his dad used to own a card shop, and so he's actually looking for the cards that on my list in what he used to have still.
Oh, well, and that keeps you sane, because, I mean, it's a solo effort, too, so it's one thing you can kind of do by yourself. That's a nice thing.
Yeah, and with my comic books, I'm just working on older books, just filling in my collection.
What's the most valuable comic you have, and how much is it worth?
The most valuable comic book I have is Action Comics 253. It's the second ever appearance of Supergirl.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
Yeah, if it were in mint condition, it'd be like a $1,500 book. Mine's a low grade, so and I actually just sent it in to get graded, so it'll probably in the end be worth a couple hundred when it's all said and done.
That's not bad, man. See that? I had to get out of that business because I was starting to want to spend four figures on stuff.
On comic books.
Yeah, and like...
Was it like kind of like the video game guy? It's almost like you wanted to spend that money for a little nostalgia?
It's completionism. I mean, it was just, how people, you want to have something that you go, I have everything of this.
Yeah.
And my thing was Fantastic Four. And to be able to complete Fantastic Four, it would have been ridiculous to try to get the number one. A buddy of mine, I think, Scott Spivey, I think, who listens to us, Scotty has number one.
Scotty?
I think it's Scott, but one of our listeners has the number one FF, and I know that wasn't cheap.
No, you keep that in a lockbox or something.
So...
Well, if someone says, video games are fun and all, but have you tried the Pornhub? Way more fun. Doesn't last 4 hours, though.
That's true.
And I don't know if this has something to do with it, but someone says, what keeps me sane, to quote Bob Ross, just beat the devil out of it. Is he talking about painting?
Yes.
I guess?
Sure. Absolutely.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Or it could be the Pornhub again, just beat the devil out of it, Bob Ross style.
I think those go hand in hand right there.
Hey, I see what you did there.
Oh.
Yeah, nice. So Wolfgang Van Halen just shared that there were talks of a Van Halen reunion tour with every member of Van Halen being a part of it. Obviously, talks before we lost Eddie. You're going to hear from Wolfgang at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Usually with my office, we do a flat fee that includes all your court costs, filing fees, credit counseling, credit reports, and one cost. In Chapter 13 cases, that usually starts at about $900. With Chapter 7 cases, the total cost, including all your court costs, attorney fees, is usually about $1,500. We offer payment plans on Chapter 7, so you can start a file with my office for as little as $200. You can send your creditor calls to us. We'll take your creditor calls while you gather up your information and make payments on the rest of the fees. With Chapter 13 cases, we can make payment arrangements in most cases as well and get your case filed even sooner in a Chapter 13 case because of the reorganization aspect to it.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Real estate in Miami is climbing in value. Want to get in on it? Real estate has been key to the success of the world's smartest investors. But real estate investing has been hard to access. Equity Multiple makes it easy. Sign up in minutes and invest as little as $5,000 in exclusive properties in Florida and across the country. Go to equitymultiple.com/boost and earn an enhanced return on your first investment. Equity Multiple. Build a better portfolio.